that the Senate would respect Senator Abaribe opinion by releasing Nnamdi Kanu? Or is it on the prerogative of the Senate to release Nnamdi Kanu? Or the Senate will now pressurize Bola Ahmed Tinubu for them to release Nnamdi Kanu? Let me have your reaction on that, Mr. Okokone.
You see, I, Mr. Kwadeni Okokondem, see all these things as a game of politics. Do you know why I say so?
Oh.
Now, the election is reaching nearer, and everybody is trying to gather support for himself. Immediately the end of this 2025, 2026, latest May, June, July, campaign will start. Now, even the new judge that appointed to Nnamdi Kanu is part of the political manipulation to manipulate the heart of the Biafrans, Eastern Nigeria, or call it Igbo people, to vote for whosoever can be able to confuse them with Nnamdi Kanu issue and Biafran issue. You understand? So, Senator Abaribe and coming out to do this thing, one, on a political ground. If Biafra still, if the Easterners, if the Igbos still remain in one Nigeria up to 2027. Number two, he may do it sincerely from his heart, not for political motive, but sincerely from his heart. It's only God knows, and time will tell. And if he do sincerely from his heart, that's what he's supposed to do since before this time.
He had been doing that. It was the same person that signed shorty for Nnamdi Kanu then when they first arrested Nnamdi Kanu and he got a shorty. Or Senator Abaribe was one of the few ones that signed for Nnamdi Kanu, and it was one of the few ones that signed shorty for Nnamdi Kanu that Nnamdi Kanu got released then. So now, even when they arrested Nnamdi Kanu again or kidnapped him, as people may say, all the way from Kenya down to Nigeria, Senator Abaribe has been one of the voices from the southeast that have been saying that the federal government should release Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. Akwara,
Yeah.
do you think that the federal government will pay attention or will listen to the cry of the Igbos and the Biafran at large to release Nnamdi Kanu before the end of this year, or they want to play politics with Nnamdi Kanu?
If you see, Abaribe Enyine, Senator Abaribe Enyine, shot in Nnamdi Kanu, really he did so. He shot in Nnamdi Kanu, stand for Nnamdi Kanu. And not only that, when Buhari described Southeast, so-called us now, that they are dots in a circle, Abaribe proved it to him that he is proud to be part of the dot in a circle by wearing T-shirts, carve the map of the so-called the Southeast, being in a circle with other regions.
Yes.
But I look at all these things as a hypocrisy. Because the same Abaribe went to Finland as alleged to take Finland to arrest someone or to stop activities of someone or to hand him down to Nigeria. And if Abaribe will do such type of thing, if he do such of thing to someone then what is the need standing for Nnamdi Kanu? What is the need crying for Nnamdi Kanu? Because it is for the same problem that puts Nnamdi Kanu into where he is. The same thing makes someone to be crying. And someone is crying for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and for the restoration of Biafra. Then if Abaribe went against someone, then what is the need for him to stand for Nnamdi Kanu and talking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? What is the need for? It's a hypocrite.
Do you think Senator Abaribe is an hypocrite?
I said the action
Okay, the action.
may look or tag him to be a hypocrite.
Okay.
Now look at Ifan Yoba. Remember, there was a time before Yoruba was attempt of assassination was taken against him. Ifeanyi Uba came out and make a video that everybody is shouting, Ifeanyi Uba knows about Nnamdi kidnapping. Ifeanyi Uba is they use his plane to bring Nnamdi Kanu home. Is it only him that did it? He said if the attempt on his life will continue, he will expose all of them that join hand for the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu. He said even Abaribe Enyine will be coming there with shouting, senator, 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 senator. He will be speaking for in favor of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafras in the daytime, in the light, but in darkness, in the secret, he's working with the Nigerian government against Nnamdi Kanu. Do Abaribe come and debunk it? He come and debunk it.
Maybe he has repented. Maybe he's now a new Senator Yinanya Abaribe. Maybe he has changed his mind. Maybe he has regretted all those actions that have been taken. We want to become a new Abaribe by saying, please, for the peace, for the sake of peace in the southeast, federal government, please release Nnamdi Kanu. For the sake of equity in the southeast, please release Nnamdi Kanu. So, Mr. Okpara, don't you think it's high time the federal government should release Nnamdi Kanu for the sake of peace, for the sake of security in the southeastern part of this country?
Let me treat the issue of Abaribe Enyine. Look, can a leopard change his spot? You say Abaribe Enyine may be a repentant Abaribe Enyine.
Yes.
Before, what is he a sinner? Abaribe Enyine.
I wouldn't know, but he might change his
Before,
mind.
is he the hypocrite Abaribe Enyine? Now, if he was a hypocrite of Abaribe Enyine, if he was a sinful Abaribe Enyine, how can a leopard change his spot? Look at Boko Haram. We have repeated Boko Haram. See, the same Boko Haram will go to Nigerian Amore, hijack Nigerian ammunition, and take it back to their camp. What is the need of that repentance? That's number one. Number two, I don't think that federal government will release Nnamdi Kanu.
Why do you think so, Mr. Okpara?
Yes, I don't think so. Because if federal government will release Nnamdi Kanu, it is by the grace of God, not by the crying of Abaribe Enyine or other Igbo elites, politicians, because they have already sold themselves cheap to federal government. So whatever they do now, any action they take against federal government, we will be laughing at them. And if they mount pressure hard on federal government will expose their deal with them. Federal government will expose their deal. Therefore, they forget Abaribe Enyine carrying blackout. The Igbo senators, not only Abaribe Enyine, not only him. All Igbo senators, both current and the S, all the whole Igbo senators, both current and the S, all the whole Igbo traditional rulers, all the whole Igbo businessmen, they don't have the will, the sincere will to mount pressure on federal government, because if they did, the federal government will reveal all their secrets.
All right, Mr. Okpara, do you think that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have the political will in making sure that Nnamdi Kanu gets his deserved freedom?
Senator Ahmed Tinubu don't have that political will. If they don't have that love to release Nnamdi Kanu, it's love will motivate your political will to do it. You don't have love on Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have love on Biafra agitators. You don't have love on any Igbo man rising up to talk of Biafra. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't regard any Igbo man that will come up and talk of Biafran liberation or Nnamdi Kanu release. Why? He would like to hold Nnamdi Kanu, even if after Nigeria will divide, not his own president. He would like to finish his tenure. Then give to Buhari to hand over to whosoever that will take over.
Funny.
You understand what I'm saying? And
So
remember
that they are playing politics with Nnamdi Kanu.
they are playing
And
politics.
Mr. Okpara, I've interviewed a lot of people. I see you are the only one that is saying it the way it is. They are saying it without fear of anything. They are saying it that you don't see Bola Ahmed Tinubu or any Igbo leaders, both the rich and the poor, having that political will or having that mind to mount the pressure on federal government. Because if truly the Southeast want Nnamdi Kanu to release, maybe they will mount pressure, maybe they will go on protest, maybe they will go on not decide on what to do, mount pressure on the federal government. Maybe it could be a protest from the Southeast. Maybe all the governors would come together and say, please release our son for us. Maybe the rich men will say, we are going to boycott this if you don't release Nnamdi Kanu. But it seems no one is trying to do that. All of them just try to hide under the political influence to cry for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Look at Sunday Igboho. When he was arrested, the Yorubas,
yes.
both their Obas, everybody. How many sons went to Cotonou to defend him from Yoruba without anybody hiring them? They volunteer. Look at this man, the anti-Anla leader, Badejo, I think.
Yes.
When he was old, do not as a whole, not more pressure on people to release him. These two people, are they not released? Okay, if there's any political will from the Easterners to release Nnamdi Kanu, why are they fighting against Monday sit at home? Are they not the one forcing Monday sit at home? Who are the ones that oppose Monday sit at home? Is it not the common Easterners, common Biafra, common Igbos? Uphold the sit at home. And the governors, the Ohanas and Igbo, the traditional rulers, all of them, they are against it. What they're talking, it hinders our business. It hinders our money. We lost income. They prefer money than their future. And most of them, their children, the relations that are very close to them are not in Nigeria, of them they are abroad. They take them abroad.
All right, Mr. Okokonem, thank you. It's a very good morning, viewers all over the world. This is Kacee 360 TV. Here with me is the Biafra evangelist Benjamin S.S. Sinachi.
Johnson S.S. Sinachi, the Biafran evangelist, the only one.
Good morning, sir. Now let's talk about what happened, what took place yesterday in the Senate House. That Senator Abaribe stormed the Senate yesterday, said that the Senate must release Nnamdi Kanu. If not, they are not going to be sitting. Let me have your reaction on that.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember humble self, that Biafran evangelist, the only one that speaks the truth and nothing but the truth. Now listen and listen good. What Abaribe did was the right thing that he's supposed to do. And that is what I've been expecting, not just only him, but many of them. And listen good. Abaribe was once in the Senate. Remember, he was part of the people that sent Nnamdi Kanu into cell. And he was part of the people that do what? That bail him out. Because he was part of the Senate when he go to cell, when they first arrested him. And when he was arrested and detained, so the court now called for somebody to come and stand for him, which he stood. Are you getting it? And he was part of the Senate at that time. He was in the House. That's why I use the word that he was part of the people that put him in cell and part of the person that do what, that bring him out. You understand me? So I want everybody to understand my point this morning. Now, coming to the action of Abaribe yesterday. Abaribe are the law. They are part of the lawmakers. They are part of the people that made the law. They are part of the people that knows the law, and they are part of the people that implement the law. He knows the in and out of Nigerian Constitution. It is not new to him. So he stormed the house yesterday with what? With the opinion that the man, Nnamdi Kanu, is under detention illegal, according to the law of Nigeria, which he himself is part of it. Do you understand? And now listen to me. You know, if Nigeria look for Kanu and they did not see Kanu, who's next? The person that signed shortly for him. So now he have the right to go and to speak and to act. You know, the court will say that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. Then before he jumped bail, what happened? No smoke without fire. Something might have happened before him jumping bail. He cannot just like that jump bail, and he did not just jump bail for without a cause. It is only a tree that see or hear they are coming to kill or cut him, and he remains there. Kanu jump bail as a result of Nigerian violating the law. Nigeria violated the Nigerian law, their own law, and went illegal because to take life of a citizen is illegal. You understand? And went with an action and intention to take his life. And for him, you know, there is an adage that said, a soldier fights to remain in order to continue fighting again. And a hero, according to the soldier statement, a hero doesn't die in a war, in front of the war. So he ran in order to continue again, and that is what is happening today. You understand me? So Abaribe visiting the house, trying to prove to them that you people are keeping this young man illegal according to the law of Nigeria. And continue keeping him there will not solve solution, will not bring solution. Rather, it will continue to ridicule and to mess Nigeria, and it will continue to bring problems into this country. And you people are pointing and talking about peace. How can you have peace when you have somebody of that level, of that standard in your custody illegally? Do you understand me? Now, it's not possible. You cannot have peace, and there will be no unity in Nigeria. When, you know, somebody like Nnamdi Kanu stand as a president of a nation. And when you are holding the president of a nation, how do you expect the people from that country to react? You expect them to be happy. Are you getting it? And we are talking about a prominent and a competent president. I am not talking about immobile president or inability president. Nnamdi Kanu is a mobile, not immobile. So when you talk about President Nnamdi Kanu, is the president of Biafra, being held captive illegally in Nigeria, the zoo. And you know, one day I was asking, why did he call them the zoo? And now, how do you qualify or classify a place as a zoo? A zoo is a place where animals live and they behave like animals. It is a territory and a kingdom and a living place of animal, not a living place of a human. You see the reason why I call Nigeria zoo? Because they are behaving like animals. People are dying anyhow. You get it? So he now said, according to Abaribe, I am standing again to defend the rightful rights which I hold this young man. And I own Nigeria. And now, you people that are holding, how did you get in touch with him? And let me tell you, according to the law of Nigeria, kidnapping is a crime. You know, kidnapping is what? It's a serious crime. It's a serious offense, according to the law. Not just only in Nigeria, in the world at large. Kidnapping is a criminal act. And this young man was kidnapped.
Mr. Benjamin, will you rather advise
Mr. Biafra, the evangelist of Biafra, yes.
Evangelist Benjamin, will you rather advise Nnamdi Kanu that this case should be settled out of court? Because it seems that this case will not have an earthware as far as court judgment is concerned, because the Binta Nyako has rescued herself and they have reassigned the case to another judge. The same judge has also rescued himself. Do you think that this case will continue like this? And don't you think that it's right time that Nnamdi Kanu settle this case out of court?
Now I put it to you. You are asking me of Nnamdi Kanu settling case out of court. Is Nnamdi Kanu the matter, the problem? Is Nnamdi Kanu the problem? It was never a problem, but Nigeria is the problem. When Binta Nyako suggested it, Kanu responded by saying that he is willing and he will be ready to settle out of court based on the factor of Nigeria. But you cannot come and say, let us settle out of court, that I should do what? Drop my legal right, which is agitation of Biafra. No, you cannot use that. You cannot present such as a matter or a case for me and you to settle out of court. It is not done. It is right. That is what he said, and that is what he said. So, if Nigeria,
so do you think that the Senate leadership, under the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, would listen to Senator Abaribe?
They should listen to him.
and pressurize the presidency and the judiciary for them to
See,
release
my brother, let me tell you this. It's just that Nigeria no get shame. Because if Nigeria gets shame, there are some certain things that aren't supposed to be happening in this country. There are some certain things that are supposed to be settled that will not allow to escalate in this country. In order to keep the good reputation of the country. So many things are happening in America. So many things are happening in America. But they are doing what? They make sure that they curtail it and they curb it up to keep their legacy.
But don't you think that is right? It's high time the Igbos leaders I take this very case of releasing Nnamdi Kanu very serious. Maybe to take the case and report the case to United Nations. Unlike what the same thing that this lady did, Senator Natasha Kacee did, that he took our case in the Senate to the United Nations. Don't you think that the Igbos leaders,
the case of Biafra, the case of Nnamdi Kanu is not the case of Wuku. It is far, far different from.
No, I'm saying United Nations.
Excuse me. You don't supposed to bring the case of Natasha because Natasha case is the case of Wuku.
I'm saying that he have right. The Igbos.
Now listen to me. The Biafran leaders. Point of correction, my brother. We have Biafran leaders. The people you are calling the Igbos leaders are not our leader. Because when Nigeria tag IPOB people, a terrorist, those people you call leaders are not inclusive. You get it? So they are not our leader. So our own leader has submitted so many cases, which ICC is aware, EU is aware, UN is aware. As you can see today, the American Congress are reporting.
Yeah, maybe Biafra should send delegates to go and meet Trump. So maybe with the influence of Trump, the Nigerian government.
Are you not seeing the movement of the woman man, Ngozi, in person of Ngozi Orabeze? Are you not seeing the effect in Nigeria? The game of that woman, the movement of that woman, her influence and God's grace backing her up. Are you not seeing the effect today? It was as a result of her step, her movement, and God back up with her. You understand? It's what is reflecting today. Now Congress is supporting Biafra. America is supporting Biafra. You can see that in Russia there was a serious protest about Biafra.
So the American Congress is in support of Biafra agitation, right?
Of course they are. And when you made mention of Christian or killing Christian, who are the people they are killing? Is it not the Igbos? Is it not the Biafrans? They are the people that Nigerians military and Nigerian Fulanis are killing, taking their lives, and without any judgment, without any harassment. But if Igbo man rises, the hatred that they have against Igbo will rise. But the Fulanis are busy carrying out their atrocities against the Igbo, the Christians in Nigeria. And you know, when you talk of the population of Christianity in Nigeria, out of 100, Igbo dominates 80 to 95% of it. You understand? So killing of any Christian in Nigeria is as killing of Igbos, the Biafrans. The Biafrans. Do you understand me? So that is why I am saying this. The people you call the Igbo leader are not Igbo leader. They are not Biafran leader. We know our leader. And according to what is going to play on court, Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. I've told you before, Nnamdi Kanu is the president of Biafra. That is why I say I don't have a state. I did not have a state in Nigeria because my president have not given me a state. And the governor that I know is Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa have not said this is the state that I am controlling. And which you know. After Akpabio, you can confirm from Akpabio. Akpabio said it that time that he has actually confirmed that the original governor of the Igbos are what? Is who? Simon Ekpa. He said it. Akpabio, your Senate president. You understand? Then the chief of staff, as you can see, Ngozi Orabeze, have not given me a place. Say that this is a place. You see why I said I don't have a state in Nigeria.